Bonjour les étudiants, j'espère que vous allez bien. Hello students, I hope you all are very fine. Donc, dès le jour 6, it's day 16 of learning French, and today we are gonna learn avoir. D'accord? So, this is day 16, and today we are going to learn avoir. D'accord? This is avoir. So, before teaching this lecture, I hope you're already aware with the knowledge of être, as we have already done previously in lesson number 15 about the être. Être means to be. D'accord? Être means to be, and the verb avoir means to have. Okay? Avoir means to have. These verbs are the basics of tenses, sentence structures, and whatever we are going to frame about the French language, it's been based on these basic verbs: être, avoir, aller. D'accord? Ale will be doing further in the next or maybe next to next lecture, but before that you should be understanding or having the knowledge of avoir. D'accord? Avoir, voir. Avoir means to have. Avoir means to have, and that means to be. D'accord? So this verb is very versatile. Versatile means it's dynamic, having different forms. D'accord? So I already told you कि avoir form ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ next tenses ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, imperfect ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, future simple ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, like ਆਪਾਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ present perfect tense, future tense, simple past tense ਆਪਾਂ ਟੈਂਸਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ. ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਰੈਂਚ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੈਂਸਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ avoir ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਪਏਗੀ. ਇਟ ਮੀਨਸ avoir is a very versatile verb. It is like used in the different versions. D'accord? So that is why it's versatile. So avoir, already I've told you, avoir means to have. Okay, we now, what does avoir, what does to have means? वैसे तो basically I believe that all of you know कि avoir means to have, and to have means ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ own ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ. Okay, so but still I'm going to explain you in the French that where we are going to use avoir. So first is a very basic, something that we own, something ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ possess ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੇਰੀ ਹੈ. I have a car, I have a book, I have the knowledge of French, I have a doll, I have a bag, I have a house. D'accord? So whatever you own will be considered with the help of avoir. D'accord? And second thing is age. D'accord? Your age is a matter of avoir. In English, if I compare from English to French, if I'm saying I am 20, d'accord? I am 20. So you will be saying I am ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਮ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ je suis. d'accord? ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਧਰ ਚ I am ਕਰਕੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ je suis. So it should be je suis 20. D'accord? Je suis 20. I am 20. D'accord? But when we are talking about French, literally the French people, they don't say I am 20. They literally say I have 20 years of age. D'accord? This concept we are going to learn further in this chapter, so don't worry, we will be explaining everything. Now third thing ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ avoir ਦੇ ਨਾਲ use ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, about your feelings, about your sensations. For example, you are saying I am feeling hungry, I am feeling hot, I am feeling cold, I am feeling bad today. D'accord? So this is a matter of your feeling, your sensations. So it will be used with the avoir category. D'accord? And we'll be doing much more in further in the context. So I am pausing this. I'm making it a little small first so that you people can take the notes. Always have your notebooks with you and please note down this important thing. or you can have the screenshot, take a printout, paste it somewhere you oftenly see on your refrigerator, on the wall, on the mirror, so that you people can learn it whenever you see it you can revise it in your memory. So by 2 to 3 days it will become stick to your mind. Tako, it's very very important. That's why I'm asking you to learn it carefully. So I hope you must have took the screenshot or you must have took the notes. You don't have to write this thing, pronunciation guide. You don't have to, give me 1 second. You don't have to write down this thing, and you don't have to write down this thing also, because this we already know and the pronunciation we'll be doing obviously. So what you have to write down is this conjugated forms, and you have to write down their meaning, tako, and this one, tako, it should be like that. Only these two things you have to write down. You don't have to write down this. Okay, so in French the verb changes its ending, d'accord, depending on who is performing the action. Here's the complete present tense conjugation for avoir. So let's learn. So first is je. Je means I, d'accord. If you want to say I have, obviously I told you, no, first category, something you own. If you own something, you will say, for example, you own a car. How will you present that I own a car? You'll obviously be saying I have a car, d'accord. So what will you say to I have? To I have you can say j'ai, d'accord, j'ai, J apostrophe AI. Now it's not basically like j'ai. Let me tell you how it is made. It is made with, first of all, je. Obviously je means I, and then AI. AI is the conjugated form, tako. Now E is a vowel and A is a vowel. Their sound clashes with each other, and hence in French you cannot write them like this. So you have to write down apostrophe. You have to cut this E. So what you are left with, you are left with J A I, and instead of E you have to put an apostrophe here, d'accord? So it become J. So if you want to something I have, you can say j'ai, j'ai. Repeat 3 to 4 times with me, j'ai, d'accord? Next is you have, you have, d'accord? You have. Now you have, we are talking about the informal one. So informal you means tu, d'accord, tu. So it become tu as, tu, tu as. As will be like a, tu as, tu as. If you want to focus on the pronunciation, I have added one more section of the pronunciation guide for you people, so that you can betterly pronounce the French language. Tu as, tu as. Tu as means you have, d'accord? Next is he has, he has. He means il, he means il. So he has means il a, il a, il a, illa, illa. It will not be like il a, it will be pronounced continually. It will be like illa, illa means he has. Next is she has. So she has is nothing but, she is nothing but L, like simple L in French. Like we say L, it will be like this L. That's it. You have to pronounce it like L, d'accord? So it will be like L A, L A. You can see that il a, L A. The conjugations are same for il and L, d'accord? And for o, the conjugations are always same. So for example, this basically you can avoid this one, okay? This is just for your understanding. You can avoid this completely for the moment. So let's move with nous, d'accord? Nous. Nu means we. So if you want to say we have, you can say NOUSAVONS. Now I'm giving you time, please read this. NOUSAVONS. Give it a try first. So those who have spoken it like nous avons c'est vrai, ठीक है. सो जिन्होंने इनू प्रोनाउंस किया nous avons उन्होंने प्रोनाउंसिएशन ठीक है. जिन्होंने इनू nous avons प्रोनाउंस किया या nous avons प्रोनाउंस किया या nous avons प्रोनाउंस किया, so you people need to correct your pronunciation. Now let me tell you, this is S, it's ending with S, देखो it's ending with S here, ठीक है, and there is A, this is a vowel. So what you have to speak it like, you have to speak it like Z, so it becomes za. Nu, N-O-U, nu, O-U sound will be like U, so it become nu. S-A will be like za, vu, it become nu za vu. Nu za vu, देखो nu za means we have, देखो. The next one is you have. Now this is the formal one, देखो. Formal only किया जाएगा, formal only we use vu, and for the informal you we use tu, देखो. So it become vu. Now I'm giving you one more try because I told you S-A will become za. Try to pronounce this one. Very good. Those who have pronounced vu, zave, sevre, देखो, that's right. Vous avez, vous avez, vous avez means you have, देखो. Next is they have masculine, देखो. They have masculine is like ILS. ILS means they. So they have become il is they, ILS, and this is for the masculine, and ONT means have. So it become il. Again this is S and this is O, you have to pronounce it like zo. So it become ils ont, देखो they have ils ont. And for the feminine they have, it become, again it is also L, like I told you here. For the L it's like L, here again it's like ELLES, because as you don't have to pronounce here, but when you will be speaking continually it become elles ont, देखो, elles ont means they have. Let's repeat all of them one more time. Please repeat it with me. You can pause the video wherever you are feeling some problem, you want to pronounce it again, you want to learn it more clearly, you can pause the video, देखो, otherwise you can repeat with me. So I'm writing down here all of them for you. Again, I have is nothing but j'ai, देखो, j'ai. Next is you have is tu as, and this one is for the informal. When you are using tu, it is for the informal. He has is nothing but illa. She has is nothing but ella. We have, like for the on, we have or one has, we'll be using on, and on is nothing but ona. You will be speaking it like ona. Next is for we have will be like, yeah, so we have will be like nous avons, देखो, nous avons. Next is you have, and this is for the formal, so it will become vous avez, देखो. And then they have, for the masculine it become ils ont, and then this is for the feminine, it will become elles ont, देखो. So make sure you're using S for the plural. They have, this is nothing but for the he ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ use ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ il, but for they we'll be using s. Again for she, for the feminine we use l, and you have to add an extra s, and you have to conjugate it like on. d'accord? J'ai, I have, tu as, you have, il a, he has, elle a, she has, on a, we have या one has, nous avons, we have, vous avez, you have, ils ont, they have, elles ont, they have. Now pause the video, do one thing, take a notebook. When you are learned, just note them on your notebook, okay, and then recheck your answers, match your answers with this. You have to write down only these two things. So when you're done, you can continue this class again. So there is a golden rule, okay? The golden rule says, this is called as a lesion rule. So je, this is with the je. So they are saying when je meets with any verb like a, I, then the e, which e, this e drops, that I have already told you, and it will never be used like je a. It is the wrong form. You have to use it like je. Je means I have. You always have to use it like this, je. And one more thing, when there is nu, this is s and this is a, this is s and this is a, this is ils, eles, this is ils ont, eeles ont. So they always blend together, and this silent s at the end of nu, vu, il, el, ठीक है, इन्हां दे पिछे s है ना, and this is silent क्योंकि असीं इनदे पिछे बोलना नहीं है, we only speak crfl. So it will convert to soft z sound, okay? So it will become nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. D'accord? This is something listening rule. D'accord? So now let's practice some examples with the positive sentences first. And positive sentences of what? Positive sentences of avoir. Now avoir means you are explaining about your possessions, okay? For example, you own an object, okay? You own pet or you own things. So we'll be doing like this, okay? So you are expressing your possession कि यह चीज़ मेरी है. For example, I have, he has, we have. Just look at the pattern. You have, she has, you have. So means you're talking about something that you own. So let's do one example together. This is, I have a little dog, okay? So I have is nothing but je. I have is nothing but je, a little dog. A little dog. Now dog is nothing but chien. chi, she, en will be like so it becomes chien. Now chien means dog, and dog is masculine, okay? So anything that is masculine and we want to say a for this, so it will be and again for the feminine, if you want to use a, you have to use yin. So first of all you have to recognize that this thing we are talking about is masculine or feminine, okay? So this is masculine. You have to learn. I told you some endings to detect whether something is masculine or feminine. And rest when we'll be doing further progressing toward our advanced chapters, you will be able to learn which thing is masculine and which thing is feminine. So shia means dog and it is masculine. That is why for the masculine we are using a, because we have said a little dog. Dako, so a is nothing but a, shia, and little is nothing but peti. P-E-T-I-T. It become peti. So it become I have a little dog. J'ai un petit chien. J'ai un petit chien. J'ai un petit chien means I have a little dog. Dako. For example, next we are talking about your school supplies. You're saying you have a red book. You have. Now first of all, see, you have is nothing but tu a. Okay, tu a. Tu a is informal. Okay, tu a red book. Now see, book is what? Book means livre, L-I-V-R-E, livre, and book is also masculine. Now tell me, if it is masculine, what we are gonna use? We are gonna use or we are gonna use un? Give me answer. Exactly, we are gonna use Dako. So what the answer will become? So the answer will become tu a red book. Dako, a red book. Book is livre and red is rouge. Red is rouge. Red is rouge. Dako, so it become tu as un livre rouge. Tu as un livre rouge. You have a red book. Okay. So now some of you must have seen one thing. Dako, and I appreciate if you have observed that thing. Let me clear it all and then let me tell you. So let's keep it, okay, because you people need to understand this. But what I am gonna highlight, if you people haven't highlighted yet, is this little dog and livre rouge means red book. Even if you have not understood, just give it a very deep look and then just understand that what is the difference between both. Okay, so let me tell you. Peti. Peti means little. Okay, and peti is nothing but visheshta. ठीक है, small is adjective. ठीक है, and here red book, red. ठीक है, red is rouge and red is also the adjective like विशेषता of the book. वो red color दी है, वो छोटा dog है. ठीक है, these are the adjectives basically. And dog and book, these are nothing but the objects or things. देखो, or pets. सो एक चीज़ है, इत्थे मैं लिखा लिटल दा मैं लिखता पेती, इत्थे मैं लिखा डॉग दा मैं लिखता शिया. मतलब ये पैटर्न फॉलो कर रहे हैं, जिद्दां मैं नीचे लिखा उस पैटर्न च उपर लिखा. बट इत्थे अगर तुम ऑब्जर्व करो, रैड मीनस रूज, इनू मैं पिछे लिखा. बुक मीनस लिवर, इनू मैं चेंज करके इनू मैं अगे लिखा. ठीक है, इत्थे की चीज़ हो रही है साडी, इत्थे हो रही है इदां कि आ दोनों सेम पैटर्न च ने. इत्थे दिस इज क्रॉस. ओके, लिवर इज बुक एंड रेड इज रूज. सो this is one of the most important concepts of French. There are some adjectives which are placed before. Okay, जिद्दां book है, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਫਰੈਂਚ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ बुक तो बाद लिखांगी. कुछ एडजैक्टिव्स होंदे आ जिन्हां नूं मैं इहदे तो पहला लिखांगी. सो आपां लर्न करांगे कुछ एडजैक्टिव्स जिहड़े साडे ऑब्जैक्ट्स तो पहला आंदे आ. ठीक है, आई विल गिव यू अ लिस्ट एंड आई विल बी कवरिंग इन फर्दर चैप्टर्स टू. सो यू हैव टू लर्न कि किहड़े एडजैक्टिव्स आ जिन्हां नूं असीं पहला लिखना है. ठीक है, So this is something which is very important. Let's do next examples. Next is toys and rides. Okay, toys and rides supposed to be something that you have, a new toy or a ride. So it's saying he has a new bicycle. Okay, he has a new bicycle. If you're having notebook, please keep on writing down the vocabulary like dog, chien, little petit, livre book, red rouge, tako, and try to pause the video and try to give yourself an answer first. He has is nothing but a. Il a. A new bicycle. So bicycle means velo. Bicycle means velo. And new means novo. Dako? Novo. And velo is again, it is muscular or feminine? Yes, it is means it is masculine. Dako? So il a un novo velo. So it become he has a new bicycle. Next is about the family and animals. She has 2 cats. Now what is she has? She has is Ella. Dako? She has is Ella. She has 2 cats. 2 is nothing but the, and cats is nothing but sha. But make sure you are writing S here. Dako? You are writing S here. So it is CHATS, sha, to express that it is plural in number, 2 cats. Dako? And next one is sports gear. So if you are saying we have, so we have is nothing but nous avons a soccer ball. A means un ballon de football. Un ballon de football. Nous avons un ballon de football. We have a soccer ball. A soccer ball is nothing but a ballon de football. D'accord? Next is your classroom items. For example, you are saying you have. You have is nothing but vous avez. You have, vous avez colored pencils. You have colored pencils. So colored pencils is nothing but des crayons. Des crayons. Crayon means pencils. Crayon. Crayon. The cooler. Crayon, the cooler means colored pencils. D'accord? Vous avez des crayons de couleur. You have colored pencils. D'accord? So next is the one of the most important category of avoir, that is expressing age. Okay? In French you have years. You have 5 years. You have 10 years. Okay? It's not like you are of 10 years. It's not like that. So English versus French trick. In English we say, I am 10 years old, but in French we literally, if we are converting, we say I have 10 years. D'accord? Because age is not a matter of être. Age ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ être ਨਾਲ use ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ, age ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ avoir ਨਾਲ use ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ठीक है? This is very important. So what we will be saying? If I am saying I have, so I have is nothing but j'ai. 10 means these, years means on. So it become j'ai these on. Sorry. You never have to use être for age. D'accord? Let's see some examples. I am 8 years old. ठीक है? So it become j'ai 8 ans. J'ai 8 ans. Next is my brother. My brother means, write down on the notebook. Give me just 1 minute. Okay, so mon frère, mon frère means my brother. So mon frère is, okay, this we are using il here. Il, ठीक है, this is the category of il. Il, with il what we use il a, d'accord. So with mon frère you are using mon frère a. 10 years old, and for years old we use on, ans, so it become mon frère a 10 ans, mon frère a 10 ans. Again, if you want to say they are 12 years old, okay, they are 12 years old. Now if we are talking about the feminine, for example, for feminine what we use for they have, we use L-E-L-L-E-S, elles ont, d'accord. So for the elles ont it become they are, elles ont 12, d'accord. You have to write the French numerical here, okay, if it is 11, 12, 13, whatever it is. So years old means on, so it become elles ont 12 ans or elles ont 12 ans, d'accord. Mon frère a 10 ans, j'ai 8 ans. And if you want to say how old are you, so this is the exact phrase which you can learn. Tu as quel âge? 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 D'accord? If you want to ask someone how old are you, tu as quel âge? D'accord? And if you want to say I am 21 years old, tell me how will you respond? Exactly, if you are saying j'ai 31 ans, d'accord, that is the correct answer. So next is the expressing physical feelings and expressions. I told you na, if you are feeling something, if we are sensing something, your sensations, so it is in the category of avoir. Now in English if you have to say I am very hungry, so I am is nothing but je suis, d'accord. But the twist here is it is not je suis, it is j'ai in French, because feelings, physical feelings and expressions, they are the matter of avoir, and avoir de which you don't say je suis, you say j'ai, d'accord. So that is why we are saying j'ai, d'accord. So that is why we are saying j'ai, j'ai. Very, very means très, or très, very means très. J'ai très. Hungry, hungry means faim, F-A-I-M, faim, d'accord. So it becomes j'ai très faim. J'ai très faim means I am very hungry, d'accord. Next is avoir soif. If you are saying I am very thirsty, or you are saying you are thirsty, so you are is nothing but tu as, and thirsty is soif, soif, okay, CRFL you have to pronounce, so you have to say soif, so it is tu as soif. He feels, he feels, so feels is the category of something you're feeling, so it will come in the category of avoir. He feels cold in winters, d'accord. So he feels, he is ill, and with ill what we use in avoir, we use illa, so it become illa, illa. And cold, cold means froid, 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 d'accord. Froid means cold. Now you don't need to literally convert feels, because it's understood that if you're feeling something you have to use avoir here, so that is why we are by default using illa here, d'accord. So froid means cold, and winters, in winter means en, en is like en, hiver is like hiver, so it become Il a froid en hiver. Or hiver. Il a froid en hiver. Froid means cold and hiver means winters. So it become il a froid. Il a froid. Il a froid doesn't mean that he is cold. Okay? He feels cold in winters. Next, if you are feeling hot. Okay? So hot means chaud. Okay, write down the vocabulary on your notebooks. Froid means cold, and chaud. You can write down the pronunciations in Punjabi or English or Hindi, so that when you're reading it for the next time, you can betterly pronounce these words. So we feel. So what we use in avoir with we say nous avons. So it is nous avons chaud en été. Été means summers. Été means summers. En été, E-N-E-T-E. En été, été means summers, and hiver means winters. Next is she is afraid. Afraid means dar. Okay? It is also a feeling. I'm feeling shy, I'm feeling afraid, I'm feeling scared. These all are the feelings. So they will be in the category of avoir. She is afraid of the dark. Means ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਡਰ ਲੱਗਦਾ? ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡਰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਅੰਧੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ? So she is afraid. So afraid is nothing but per. P-E-U-R. Per. The sound of EU will be like a, and P-E-U it become per, and this is R, it become per. Dako per means afraid. So L-A per. L-A per means she is afraid. Noir. Noir means dark. Of the dark. Du noir. Elle a peur du noir. Elle a peur du noir. D'accord? Next is the children. D'accord? The children. Now this is plural. Child is singular. Child is singular. Okay? And children, it means this is plural. D'accord? So you have to use they wali category. They. Okay? The children are sleepy. The children. The children is nothing but les enfants. Les is used for the plural. Okay? Les enfants. E-N-F-A-N-T-S. It will be like enfant. 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 But it is ending with S. So S and E, it will give a Z sound. So it become les enfants. Les enfants. ठीक है? And we know that children is plural. So plural ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਆਏਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ? Plural ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਏਗਾ O. Okay? ONT. ONT. So les enfants en means the children are feeling. Okay? Or the children are sleepy. Sleepy is nothing but so male. Okay? So it becomes les enfants en sommeil, means the children are feeling sleepy, or simply the children are sleepy. D'accord? So avoir faim means to feel hungry. Avoir soif means to feel thirsty. Avoir froid means to feel cold. Avoir chaud means to feel hot. Avoir peur means to feel scared. Avoir sommeil means to feel sleepy. D'accord? Next, we have already done the positive sentences. Now let's see how you are going to convert the negative sentences. If you are saying I have a car and you are converting it to the negation rule, you can say I don't have a car. Okay? Or if you want to say she has biscuits, so if you want to say she don't have biscuits, they have car, they don't have car. Okay, so like if you're converting from positive to negative, how you're gonna phrase these sentences? Dako, so you can pause the video if you want to take the screenshot, or otherwise you can write down it in your notes. So for the negative of the atra, I already told you two words. Dako, it was no. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਐਥਰ ਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਐਥਰ ਦਾ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਰੇਮ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤਾਂ ਆਈ ਟੋਲਡ ਯੂ ਕਿ ਨ ਐਂਡ ਪਾ ਯੂਜ਼ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ. ਦੇਖੋ ਇਟਸ ਸੇਮ ਇਨ ਦ ਅਵਾਰ ਕੈਟੇਗਰੀ ਆਲਸੋ, ਯੂ ਜਸਟ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਨ ਐਂਡ ਪਾ. ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਦ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਸੈਂਡਵਿਚ ਰੂਲ. ਓਕੇ, ਸੋ let me explain you how the sandwich is made. So this is one bread of slice. Okay, so this is something inside, and this is again the new slice. So this something is become sandwich. Dako, so this is nothing but na, and this is nothing but pa. Dako, so that is why it's also called as the negative sandwich rule, because something that is in between, it is always connected by na and pa. Dako, and what you have to do, what is this inside filling? This is nothing but the verb inside a sandwich, formed by two magic words na and pa. Dako, so this is the structure you can write down. So the structure is nothing but it is subject, it is your subject. Okay, then your no, this is one slice of sandwich, this is another slice, no and pa, and this is something in between, it is verb of avoir. Dako, plus and whatever the object is. Okay, or the complement form. Okay, so for example, I want to say, so this is the negative conjugation table. You can take the screenshot, or again you can write down on your notes wherever you want to write. So if you want to say I don't have, I don't have. Okay, so it obviously is like je a. Okay, it was like this, right? Je a. But what I told you, in the sandwich rule, in the negative rule, you have to add na and pa. Okay, so where you have to add na and pa, you have to add na before ai and pa after ai. So how it will be written? It will become like je na a pa. Dako, it become je na a pa. Again, you know that na and a, so e is a vowel and a is a vowel, so you have to use apostrophe here. Dako, so how it will be changed from je na a, so it becomes je ne pa. Dako, it become je ne pa. Je na a pa converted to na and a converted to ne, because this e will be cut down, and here in terms of e you will be using an apostrophe, so it becomes je ne pa. Dako, this is nothing but this, je ne pa. Dako, and there is one more thing. If you will look in the entire sentences here, so yeah, we are using the, we're using the. Okay, so we are using the all the time. So this is very important rule. So this is a special rule for articles. This is especially for the articles only, a, un, they. Okay, so we will not be saying I don't have a cat. Instead of a, you will be using the, will not be using a. Right, here what we used a. In the positive structure we used a, but when you want to write down the negative structure, you will not be using a, un or they, you will be using the. Okay, In the negative sentences with avoir, the word un, in, they, it changes to the. Okay, or wherever necessary, where when there is a vowel after de, so you'll be using the with apostrophe. D'accord? So for the positive, if you want to say j'ai un chien, j'ai un chien, for the negative you will not be using un, it will be converted to je n'ai pas de chien. Okay, you are always going to use the, you are never going to use un, un, they. Understood? Next is you have. Tu as une voiture. Okay, voiture means car. So tu as une voiture. So we will not be using une, we will be using the. So it becomes tu n'as pas de voiture. Tu n'as pas de voiture. I'll be explaining this further. So elle a des bonbons. Elle a des bonbons means she has the biscuits. Okay, so she has the biscuits is elle n'a pas de bonbons. Okay, you're never gonna use they here, so you're always using the. Okay, elle n'a pas de bonbons. This is very important. So let me explain you further here in this table. Okay, so I hope you understood how we have made je n'ai pas. D'accord? So let me clear it for you first. Okay, so je n'ai pas means I don't have. Okay, so if you want to say I don't have a cat. Okay, so a ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ use नहीं करना un they, आप use करेंगे the. It become je n'ai pas de chat. 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 Je n'ai pas de chat means I don't have a cat. Next is you don't have a pen. Okay, try to write down this. Don't write down for the pen exactly if you don't know the vocabulary. Write down for just you don't have. So let me tell you how it's made. So for example, you're saying you don't. Okay, so for the informal we use tu a, right? So what does the negative sandwich rule say? That a is your auxiliary. You have to use no before as and pa after as. So what it become? It become tu n a pa. And now you already know that this is e and this is a, so you have to cut down this e and you have to use an apostrophe here. So what it become? It become tu na pa. It become tu na pa. So it's exactly here what I was telling you. It's tu na pa means you don't have. You don't have. So what you don't have? You don't have a pen. Pen means stilo. So it become tu n'as pas de stylo. Tu n'as pas de stylo. Tu n'as pas de stylo. You don't have a pen. Next is he is not afraid. Now first of all, see, afraid. Afraid is nothing but a sense of feeling. So you must be using avoir here. And this is he. Okay. He means you have to use he has. So he has is nothing but il a. Okay. So it is nothing but il a. Okay. So it is nothing but il a. But for the negative, what you have to use? You have to use na and pa. Okay, here what will happen? Here we will do the listening. So it become na. So it become il na pa. Il na pa. Dako? Afraid is nothing but par. So it become il na pa par. Il na pa par means he is not afraid. D'accord? Next again with L, she doesn't have a sister, so it become elle n'a pas de sœur. Elle n'a pas de sœur. Why we haven't used the here? Because we are not talking anything about I'm not saying she is not afraid. Okay, so the will be only used where we are talking about the in the जिथे a लगा होएगा. ठीक है. Okay, so here we are saying she doesn't have a sister. So again, she doesn't have a sister. It become elle n'a pas de sœur. D'accord? Next is it become elle n'a pas, il n'a pas, tu n'as pas. D'accord? So next is we don't have class today. First of all, write down for nous. So nous is nothing for we have is nothing but nous avons. Okay, and for making it negative you have to add ne here and pas here. D'accord? So you have to add pas here. D'accord? So it become, so here you know what happens, it's neavon, so it becomes lies in here, so we are using apostrophe, so it become nous n'avons pas. ठीक है, nous n'avons pas, nous n'avons pas means we don't have, nous n'avons pas. So class means cours, cours, cours. Today means aujourd'hui, which this we have already done. So it become nous n'avons pas cours aujourd'hui. D'accord? Next is don't you have a question? Don't you have a question? So this is for the formal one. So let me explain you how we have done this one. So write down you have. So you have is nothing but vous avez. D'accord? Vous avez. But if you want to make a negative of this, it become ne, and we have to add ne, and after ave we have to add pa. Okay, so it become nous ne ave pas. Here again what will happen to ne and ave? So this is e and this is a, we have to use listening here. So what we are gonna cut? We are gonna cut this e. Okay, and instead of that what we are going to use? We are going to use apostrophe, so it become nous, vous n'avez pas. So here exactly vous n'avez pas. Okay, don't you have a question? A means the, so, vous n'avez pas de question means question, 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 so it become vous n'avez pas de question, vous n'avez pas de question, vous n'avez pas de question. D'accord? And the last one for the ILS or ELLES category, for the plural category, for example, you are saying they don't have homework. So they is nothing but ILS or ELLES. You can use any one of them depending on the gender. So for the general we are using just ILS here. So il ne ont pas. Okay, so here we have happened for the listening rule, so it become ils n'ont pas. Okay, ils n'ont pas. Don't you have? They don't have the homework. They don't have the homework. So ils n'ont pas de devoir. Write down for homework, it's devoir, DEVOIRS. Write down this vocabulary on the notebooks quickly. So the next thing is side by side comparison. Okay, so I'll be telling you what is correct and what is wrong. Make sure you are making your notes. Sorry. So positive form and the affirmative negative form. Okay, so if you wanna say I am thirsty, write down on your notebooks. What will you write? Pause the video and write down I am thirsty. Thirsty is nothing but soif. Okay, so it is j'ai soif. Okay, because this is the matter of avoir. D'accord? And if you want to say I am not thirsty, je n'ai pas soif. Je n'ai pas soif. Il a un vélo. Il a un vélo means he has a bike. He has is nothing but il a. A bike means un vélo. Il a un vélo. So if you want to say he doesn't have a bike, so it become il n'a pas. Il n'a pas. For a we are using il n'a pas de vélo. Next is we have apples. We have is nothing but nous avons. Nous avons apples is the plural form, so des pommes. Des pommes. Des pommes. D'accord? So we don't have apples, so it will become nous n'avons pas. Nous n'avons pas de pommes. Nous n'avons pas de pommes. Next is you feel hot, so it is vous avez chaud. Vous avez chaud. Now write down on your own. How will you convert it to the negative? Vous n'avez pas chaud. Vous n'avez pas chaud. D'accord? Don't worry, I have an exercise for you to practice this tense. So this is your practice question. So you have to fill in the blanks with the correct form of avoir. D'accord? This is for the affirmative, means positive. So for example, j'ai un grand sac à dos blanc. So this is nothing but you have to write down the avoir form here. D'accord? Tiu de naal ki lagega, mon ami Paul de naal ki lagega. Now this is something about the age. Okay, you have to understand if you have to use être or you have to use avoir here. Okay, nous, this is something you have to fill. Une belle maison à Brampton. D'accord? We have. So have means nous avons. Okay, ਤੁਸੀਂ fill करना है ਨੂੰ. Vous faim. Faim means hungry. Voici un biscuit. Here is a biscuit. Elle par. Par means afraid. Okay. The araignée. So araignée is nothing but the spiders. Okay. Next, this is the second. This is something you can take the screenshot. I'll be clearing everything for you at the last. This is exercise number 2. Okay. Change these sentences from positive to negative. Okay. ਇਹ positives ਨੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਚ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਵਨ ਥਿੰਗ ਫॉर श्योर ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰ ਟੂ ਚੇਂਜ ਯੂਨ ਦੇ ਟੂ ਦ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ avoir ਹੈ avoir ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਯੂਨ ਦੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਦੀ ਇਟ ਇਨ ਆਰਟੀਕਲਸ ਇਨਟੂ ਦ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ थर्ड एक्सरसाइज है मैच द फ्रेंच एक्सप्रैशनस टू इंग्लिश इमेज डिस्क्रिप्शन सो यू हैव टू मैच कि केड़ी किदे नाल मैच कर रही है सो मेरी मतलब की हुंदा है 10 ओ वाला कित्थे तुहानूं दिख रहा है या फ्रोआ वट डज इट मीनस फैन डज इट वट डज इट मीनस ओके सो प्लीज़ टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट okay and please do this exercise do one thing when you're done with the exercise you can check your answers or you can send your answers to me okay take a screenshot you can exercise plenty of questions from the Google you can just text avoir sentences for practice and you can practice a lot of sentences or if you want more sentences to practice you can just text me I'll be sending you all the different 10 to 20 sentences with a different category like age objects things or like feelings so that you can practice a lot d'accord donc c'est ça pour aujourd'hui that's it for today I hope you understood this very important lecture and I hope you will learn it well. D'accord, au revoir.